you got to think, where am I going to get my images for my comic strips? You certainly could go insert image and use a lot of the tools Google has. Like we could use their search feature here. And we could search, I could say I want a robot, and I'm going to search Google for that. Well, I'm probably going to get pictures of robots. Well, thankfully, they do have some other options, including their stock photos. So I could search the Google stock photos for a robot, and those are, a little bit more toward the idea of clip art. But they're still probably not really what you're looking for. So I haven't personally, now it depends on what you're looking for, maybe you'll find just what you need. I haven't found typically what I'm looking for cartoons or for comic strips in the Google search. Instead, what I would do is I would recommend you take a look at some websites, and they're all listed in the presentation, and you can get to them in there. And one of them is a site called OpenClipArt. There's a lot of great websites out there that have public domain, open source clip art, so you're not using something that somebody else has copywritten. And this is one of the really nice ones, openclipart.org. And what's nice, if I come in here and type in something like robot, is it brings back a lot of really good matches for robots. I think my little robot that I used is on this first page. Here he is. Okay, cartoon robot. So I'll go ahead and choose him. And once he comes up here, there he is. The key is deciding what format to save this guy in. And what you want to do is go with something that has transparency. And what I mean is, if I just grab him without transparency, he might have a white box all the way around him. And when I put him into the comic strip, you would see that white box everywhere. So what I encourage people to do is to use the PNG format. Okay? And if you click on the PNG format, it'll go ahead and open that up for us here. Give that just a second here. And the PNG format typically has transparency in it. So if I come in here now and I go ahead and I can save him. If I want to save him and keep him, that's perfectly fine. But I could just do a copy paste. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm just going to copy. Okay? And I'm going to come back over to my presentation here, which got enough windows open here. There we go. And I can come back over here, and now I can do my paste. And you'll go ahead and paste him in there. And you'll notice that he's got transparency. So I can put him on top of things, I can move him around, and he's not going to have that white box around him. So I can resize him and put him where I need him to be. So there's my robot. Let's do the same thing for the penguin real quick. So we'll head back over here and we'll grab penguin, do a real quick search, and I think my penguin that I usually go with comes up pretty quick too. There he is. So we'll grab my penguin here. And again, I just did a copy paste. Just if you're on a PC, Control-C, Control-V works fine, copy paste, or you can right-click to copy paste as well. Let's go ahead and pull up penguin here in PNG format. I will just go ahead and copy him, pop back over to my comic strip, and I will paste him in. And there's penguin. And we'll shrink him up a little bit. Oops, there we go. Still a little tall. Make him a little shorter there. Okay, so very quickly I have robot and penguin. And I've got my nice title slide there. So I'm ready to begin my comic strip. After that, basically it's going to be a matter of inserting my next slide. And so if I go up to my plus button up here, I probably just want a blank slide. I really don't need to do anything, too fancy with it, because I want to add the stuff in myself. So I'll go ahead and make a blank slide. And on this slide, I'm going to have robot and penguin talking to each other. So let's save a little bit of time. Let's come back here and let's copy robot, and let's paste him in. And let's come back here and let's copy penguin, and let's paste him in. And so I can very quickly once I've got them once, I can bring them back into the other slides really